Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, angelic astrologer and spiritual consultant with angelmessenger.net, here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, November 10th through Sunday, November 16th, 2014. It's going to be a heavy-duty week. There's a lot of things astrologically going on this week. I want to remind you that the monthly angel card reading for the month of November is up already for your viewing, so you might want to check that out and see what's going on for the whole month in general. Also, the angelic astrology article for November is up on Angel Messenger, where you can read about me, who I am, and what kind of readings and healings I do. Check out my services there on angelmessenger.net and book a personal reading with me if you would like. I would love to do a more in-depth reading for you, a more in-depth look at the energies that are affecting you personally. So astrologically, starting this week out, we have Mars, which is the planet of action and forward movement. And it's in Capricorn now, which is very good for working towards our goals and our plans and our ambitions in life. It's coming up to meet with Pluto. Now, Pluto is about death and rebirth and power, and it's about transformation on a huge level. And right off the bat on Monday, we start out with Mars coming up and conjuncting Pluto. So we're starting the week off with a bang. There's going to be heavy-duty transformation energies in the air that's going to continue throughout the week with some other upcoming things with Mars going on. But you're also going to want to pay attention to, I want to say pay attention to things around you. With Mars conjuncting Pluto, sometimes people are haphazard with like driving, for instance, and paying attention to other things because the energy is so powerful. So just be safe and be aware of what's going on. As we move into Tuesday, the planet Mercury, which is now in Scorpio, is making a trine aspect, which is a beautiful harmonious aspect to the planet Neptune, which is in Pisces. Now, Neptune is all about the spiritual realm, spiritual dimensions, and Neptune being about our communications, our thoughts, and our ideas, with it being in a harmonious relationship with Neptune, you're going to find the creative element within you heightened. So you're going to have a lot more creativity. It's a great time for meditation. It's a great time for guided visualizations. It's a great time for creative writing. And it's a great time to tune in to receive messages from your angels and from your guides, from your higher soul self. So you're going to find your intuitive, psychic, and even healing abilities are heightened in or around Tuesday. Then as we move into Wednesday, Venus, which rules love and relationships, it also rules our money and finances, and it's going to come up to meet up with Saturn. And Saturn's in Scorpio. Saturn's been in Scorpio for a long while. And Saturn in Scorpio has been, over the course of many months now, kind of bringing power and control issues up into the open, where things have been imbalanced, either in your personal life or on the planet, collectively. And it's bringing these things up to allow them to be seen, basically. Allow any imbalances in power to be seen. And with Venus coming up on Wednesday to meet up with Saturn, there might be lessons dealing with imbalances of power when it comes to our relationships, our love relationships, and even imbalances of power that deal with money and finances, our resources. And again, this is so that we can stabilize those energies. The highest expression of Venus conjuncting Saturn here is a stabilization or a groundedness of these energies. But in the meantime, it can also bring up the shadow side of things. And so just be prepared to, look at some shadow issues in or around you, as well as within groups you might be associated with, and again, imbalances of power that might be going on. Now, on the same day, Wednesday, Mars, which earlier in the week on Monday came up and met with Pluto. Now Mars is going to be in a challenging aspect to Uranus. Now, Pluto and Uranus have been having a dance with each other for quite some time. The Pluto-Uranus squares that you hear astrologers talk about, that's been going on for many, many months, that has been changing and revolutionizing and transforming the way we operate as a society, the way our world operates. And Pluto and Uranus are coming closer and closer together for their fifth square, and that's not going to be until December. But in the meantime, Mars is in this challenging aspect with Uranus, which is coming closer together into that square alignment with Pluto. So pretty much all week, you're going to have the effects of this, to where you're going to see changes and redirections and surprising energies. And again, Mars is our physical energy. It can rule our health, and it rules movement too. So not just movement as far as moving towards your goals, but even, driving and transportation issues. So again, just be aware throughout the week. I'm not, we're just talking about being more cautious and aware, okay? And also, though, on the upside and the positive side, I feel like this really pushes us towards the transformation that we need as a soul, whether it be transformation in our career, our life path, transformation in family relationships or romantic relationships. This aspect this week with Mars, with Pluto, and then Mars with Uranus is helping to push us toward the changes that need to happen. So it's about evolution. It's about evolution and growth. Then as we move into Thursday, we have the Sun, which is in Scorpio, and it's going to be in a challenging aspect or square aspect to Jupiter. Jupiter is in Leo. But now Jupiter is a very beneficial planet. It's a very beneficial energy. It's about good luck. It's about expansion. It's about prosperity. And so with the Sun in a challenging aspect here to Jupiter, it doesn't have to really, be that challenging. It's definitely going to push you to expand. It's going to push you to expand your sense of power, your sense of individuality, and owning your power, stepping into your power as far as creative self-expression is concerned, and your belief systems, what you believe about yourself, what you believe about your life, and what you can accomplish. That's what this aspect is going to be about. And then as we move into Sunday, like I said, it's a very busy week astrologically, but Sunday, the planet Neptune, which we spoke of earlier, being that planet of spirituality, spiritual dimensions, psychic abilities, healing abilities, it has been slowing down for the last couple of weeks, even longer than that, but really slowing down the last couple of weeks because it's getting ready to turn back to direct motion. And with the planets, when they slow down, it kind of heightens and intensifies the energy that the planet is about. So you're going to find, I want to say, you might feel less grounded. You might feel definitely more spiritually connected, more connected to your angels and guides' messages, more connected to creative potential within you. But you're going to want to, again, do what you can to stay grounded to this third dimensional Earth, because you might feel a little floaty as Neptune is slowing down to turn direct. Also on Sunday, the same day that Neptune turns direct, Venus, planet of love and relationships, moves into the sign of Sagittarius, which is the sign we consider the bachelor of the zodiac, very independent, very freedom-oriented. So when Venus goes into this sign, people in relationships are going to feel that way. They're going to feel more freedom-oriented. They're going to feel more independent. It's definitely a light and optimistic sign. It's a fun sign. It's a sign of travel. So you might be doing more traveling or having more fun excursions with your significant others. But also just remember that it is a lighter, more freedom-oriented kind of energy. So now, as far as your stones of choice for your special message card, which, by the way, this week's reading we're using Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot deck, and for your special message card, we're going to use the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck, also by Doreen Virtue. Your stones of choice for that extra special message card, we have a clear quartz sphere. Now this is really a super clear quartz sphere. It's almost like glass, but you can see inclusions, so you know it's definitely a quartz crystal. And the reason I chose this particular one is because of Neptune going direct this week. This to me has a big eye in it, and I feel like this can be kind of a gateway or a portal into other dimensions, higher dimensions, receiving messages from your angels and guides from the Ascended Masters. And this clear quartz really amplifies energies. It amplifies and intensifies whatever energies that you infuse into it or the energies around it. Your second stone of choice, this is pink tourmaline. And pink tourmaline, of course, is going to be the heart chakra. This is about cleansing old heart chakra wounds that need to be cleansed out, which, considering some of the aspects this week, is going to be very good, but it has a light vibration. It's like a higher love vibration. This isn't necessarily just earthly love. To me, pink tourmaline vibrating to the heart chakra is about spiritual love. And not just spiritual love with other people, but spiritual love within yourself. So it's about loving yourself unconditionally, respecting yourself unconditionally, having compassion for yourself unconditionally, and for others around you. And then your third stone of choice is ametrine. And again, all three of these stones to me has that kind of Neptunian vibration to it. And ametrine is a combination of amethyst and citrine. The amethyst is crown chakra, which is again opening you up to higher perspectives, higher knowledge, higher wisdom. And the citrine is a stone of the solar plexus. It's about our willpower and sense of courage, but of course it's a cleansing stone too, so it helps to purify the energy. So again, your stones of choice are the clear quartz sphere, the pink tourmaline, and the ametrine. So let's go ahead and choose our 3 cards for the week and see what the message is from the angels, from your guides. And we're going to call in all of the archangels, all of the ascended masters, those of the highest vibration of light, to give us whatever messages is in our highest and best interest to know for this week. Okay, so we have our 3 cards for the week, and let's turn them over and see what the message is. Okay, so we start with the Queen of Earth. It says thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. And at the bottom it says, make time for those around you, take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Now, the Queen Court card to me is all about emotions, about feelings, about love, divine love. And here, though, we have it in an earthly element. So it's more practical, it's more grounded. But we still have that water kind of feel, that Queen is a water kind of element court card. And again, this really reminds me as we're approaching, again, in the month of November in the United States, we're approaching Thanksgiving, where family relationships and loving one another and giving thanks and having gratitude comes into play, or it should be in play all year round, but we really start thinking about it more when we approach the holiday of Thanksgiving. And that's what this card reminds me of, as it says to make time for those around you. So I feel like this is an element of not just connecting with family, but connecting with your friends, connecting with those people that you really care about. And even they're saying people that you don't know. This is a time, again, to have gratitude and to give back. It's about giving back to other people. So, do things for people that you might not otherwise do. Really start to think, what am I grateful and thankful for? What do I have in my life, and what can I share with other people that maybe don't have as much? Or, how can I help people that may need some sort of assistance, whatever that assistance might be. So this is really about showing a creative and, again, thoughtful, warm kind of energy out to others. But let's get more information by looking at the second card. The second card is the Nine of Fire. And this says, don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Okay, so this brings in an element of standing in your truth. And the fire cards are really a creative kind of element. So stand in your truth when it comes to your creative self-expression. You know, stand in your truth when it comes to what you're passionate about. And again, this is saying to not give up. The Queen of Earth, you know, again, that earth is a solid foundation. It's a grounded energy. And we're in a time period now that you want to keep on pushing forward. This to me reminds me of the Mars transits that we're having this week. That comes up with Pluto and then comes up with Uranus, and it might shake things up a little bit. It might redirect energies in a different way that you might not have expected. And this is saying to not give up. Keep pushing forward. Stand in the truth of who you are and continue on. Let's look at what the last card is, kind of round out the message for the week. This is the Three of Air. And this says sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself and others. And, you know, I feel like this is dealing with things on a mental level, okay? Whatever happens this week, whatever energies are being redirected, they're talking about letting go of any negative mindsets or emotions that you might be holding on to. And I feel like this is with other people because we have a family of unicorns here. Usually it's considered a mother, a father, and a baby. So it could be things within the family, but I also just feel like things with friends or things with significant others in your life, that this deals with not holding on to negative emotions or feelings or thoughts or beliefs regarding those other people in our lives, regarding what's going on in regards to those other people in our lives. It's time to, again, protect what you've built, protect what you have. Know that the ego mind, because this really is what this card is, the Three of Air is those ego mind thoughts that kind of step in the way and try to, what I call, throw the monkey wrench into things, you know. And it's really a time to not give credence to what the ego mind is saying, to protect those relationships, those even situations and circumstances that you've developed and that you've built. And protect that with positive intentions, positive emotions, positive thinking. I'm actually going to throw just a clarification card or an extra card on this. Just want to see what else the angels have to say regarding this message. Okay, and this says the Page of Water. It says a new person comes into your life, a relationship begins a new phase, and heightened psychic abilities. And again, I'm feeling heightened emotional and psychic sensitivities here. This is that Neptunian influence to me. Heightening your spiritual connection, both within yourself and with other people. And again, not allowing the ego mind to take hold and to create any unnecessary beliefs or thoughts that aren't appropriate right now. This is connecting with your higher soul self and connecting and listening to, this is messages from your angels and guides, listening to that and really tapping into the spiritual essence, the spiritual source. We have water here, which is the emotional and the spiritual element, higher spiritual. We have whales here, which is higher, kind of to me, a higher knowledge, a higher wisdom, a higher evolutionary energy. So instead of allowing the ego mind, tap into the higher spiritual essence of who you really are and allow that unconditional love to kind of step in and protect what it is that you've created for yourself. Okay, so now let's look at what special message card you get, or your special message depending on your stone of choice. So giving these a shuffle, and for those that chose the bottom card here. For those who chose the clear quartz crystal ball, tranquility. And it says, make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. So speaking to you, this is about taking time out for yourself. Again, it's a heavy-duty week filled with a lot of energies, a lot of things going on here in this second week of November. And really, it starts with taking care of yourself. So take that time out, meditate, get a massage, take a nice bath, spend alone time out in nature. Whatever for you is going to be peaceful and tranquil. This is going to help you the best to kind of move forward throughout this week and to deal with these heavy-duty, intense energies that are going on. And then for those of you that chose the pink tourmaline, let's give these a shuffle here, and the pink tourmaline people. This is pay attention. And it says, notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. So again, that heightened spiritual energy of Neptune slowing down to turn direct, it's really bringing forth messages and guidance that might be from your angels and guides, might be from your inner higher soul self, but it's definitely from a higher spiritual connection. And as you move throughout the week, you want to pay attention to whatever those messages are. They may even come through other people, from other people. I even am getting the sense that some of you might need to automatic write, which means just get a piece of paper. Ask your higher soul self, ask your angels and guides what you need to know, and just start writing and see what comes out. And pay attention to those messages that come to you. They're even saying to pay attention to messages that come through your dream time as well. Neptune rules the dream time. So all of these different avenues to which messages can come in, pay attention to what that is. And then let's look at the special message card for the people that chose the ametrine egg. So giving these a shuffle. Okay, this one's true. Okay, I got two of them. No, there's a bunch there. Sorry about that. Let's just give these another shuffle. This one's sticking out, so this is going to be the one. Whoops. Music for manifesting. I love this card. Music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. Now, that's interesting because Neptune also rules like spiritual music, or a higher vibration of spiritual sound. So I can really understand here why this spiritual music, and here we have a lovely kind of mer angel or mermaid, mer fairy on the moon playing a harp here. And so I'm talking about peaceful, types of music. Could be Native American, could be Celtic, could be some sort of shamanic, could be harp music, angel music, but to me it has to be peaceful. And that music of the higher realms is going to assist in manifesting and bringing forth what it is that you desire. So again, listen to that in meditation, listen to that in quiet time, hum, dance, move your body, sing, chant to that music. That vibration is going to heighten the energies of manifestation to bring forward movement on your path, forward movement of your goals and where you're going next. So I hope you've liked this weekly angel card reading. Again, check out my services on angelmessenger.net if you want a personal reading. And I send you all much love and light and many, many angel blessings.